now on the back side of the that bathroom that we just looked at, where the window well was, and first of all we see this efflorescence, that white powdery substance here. Efflorescence is what it is the minerals being pushed through the masonry block. So that's telling us that there has been or is a wet environment out there. So you know, the window well has been recently installed, quite possibly it's moisture that was just pouring in from around that windowsill. So that efflorescence there, you know, that was the issue. A couple of things I see here. This vapor barrier. So they've had this against our block wall, and then there's insulation behind our wall, and then there's a vapor barrier again. That's not the way to do this. So before they put this window well in, or they fix this situation on the outside, they're trying to keep the moisture from coming in with this plastic barrier. All this is doing now is creating sweat in the wall. So that bathroom wall really needs to come down. It has to come out. We need to remove this off of the brick, re-insulate that wall, and then leave the vapor barrier on the warm side of the house. So it's definitely going to be an improvement needed here. As for the rest of the wall here, older houses, we never insulated the basements. So my recommendation to the client is any insulation you add to the house will give you more comfort. At the very least, we should get our rims in here. This is above grade. We want to insulate in our rim joists here. You can come down. Older houses, we used to come down to about 2 feet below grade. Newer houses now we're going farther down. So if the client wants to make the basement a little bit more comfortable, they could put an R12. That's our minimum standard for insulation. Do an R12 wrap down here, and then make sure that our vapor barrier is on the warm side of the house. Also, this caught my eye right away, some of these fixtures here on the plumbing. A lot of corrosion here, a lot of very suspicious looking fittings. Okay, some corrosion. That's actually got a little bit of dampness there, so that's got a little bit of a leak to it. So it might be worth getting a plumber in here and a couple hours going through some of these fittings that I see, just have them all cleaned up and tidied up. Because this is, some of these could be ready to pop and create a bigger leak at any time. But yeah, some improvements needed here, but this is not a good situation at all. That should be rectified very soon. So when the homeowner here, the purchaser is going, or whoever's going to rectify this problem here, this situation, they rip this out and they redo it, they really need to consider putting a gasket material on the wood. When you have the wood sitting on our cement, it contains moisture. So we should always protect our wood, our sill plates, with a vapor or foam gasket to help reduce the risk of any moisture being absorbed into that wood. So this whole assembly here was never really done right from the beginning.